Hello, everybody. This is Jim from Flags for Vets, and I'm with Bilson from Anna's Greek Restaurant. Uh, so you might all remember a while back, I had made a post on Facebook, and Mr. Wilson was kind enough to reach out. He wanted to offer me a free dinner there, and of course, that's not what my cause is about. I'm about veterans and all that, but he's also wanting to help veterans too. So I made the suggestion that the next veteran that came into his restaurant to offer them a free meal, and he actually did a lot better than that. We met at his restaurant one day, and he was asking about my cause and talking about his cause, and we'll get into that here in just a little bit. But he then offered to me to donate 100 gift cards, $25 gift cards to veterans for me to be able to pass out either whenever I done a flag presentation or just to random veterans that I ran into. And right now we're continuing with that. I presented probably maybe 10 to 15 gift cards, and still going on with that because he honored his word. He's giving me 100 gift cards, and so far I've got a lot more to go. But today we have some more exciting news that we want to get into. But to hear that news, we've got to go through this whole interview, and make sure you pay attention at the end because we got some really great news. So, Mr. Wilson, I'll let you introduce yourself. Okay.
Well, I don't think I need a lot of introduction. I've been in business for 17 years here in Bowling Green, but I am Wilson with Anna's Restaurant. I've been the face of Anna's for over a decade and a half, almost two. So it's been great to be a part of this community and serve this community and share a lot of memories, good times with our locals here and being at service to our locals. It's been a great feeling for over 17 years, and we'll continue doing that every single day. And we enjoy being part of our community here in town.
That's great. So, Mr. Wilson, I want to ask you what inspired you to reach out to me? I mean, there's a lot of people that do a lot of things for our community, and I'm just one guy. So what inspired you to reach out to me?
Well, you stood out to me as I was driving. I saw you multiple times, and curiosity. It was a beautiful thing first, just to see. It was a beautiful thing, but then everybody wonders why. Why is this guy doing? What is he doing for? Because you see so many things that can be looked from two different perspectives.
Hmm.
Odd reason for it, or is there a really common sense reason behind it? And then I read through different social media posts what people were thinking and the support you were getting, and then also some people who kind of have some reasons of their own that think it's not appropriate to what you're doing, and
Yes, sir.
everybody is free to their opinion for sure.
Absolutely.
But you have to look at the entire message behind and really think hard and deep. And a lot of people, I feel like nowadays, are very quick to judge instead of
Mhm.
just really trying to understand and hear and get informed. And that's the key, I feel like. There's Anna in the background.
Hi.
Hello, Anna.
Hi.
So, what inspired me was I just wanted to see, to get informed what you're doing. And that's why I reached and I read about it. And I feel inspired. You inspired me to be more creative and see how I can support as well your cause, your mission. Um, and then also pour a little bit of my heart, passion, and respect that I have for our veterans. As many of you know who have followed me for over 17 years, when I moved here in Bowling Green, I came from third world country, which is called Kosovo. And Kosovo in 1998, 99 had very, very terrible times. There was a war there. And after the war, I was able to immigrate anywhere in the world, and I chose United States. And to make a story short, the story short, I would like to say that if some of the troops, which mostly was American troops, did not come in Kosovo in the time they did, I probably wouldn't be alive today, and I wouldn't have a family of my own.
That
My story would have been very, very short.
Yes, sir.
So
I remember sitting in your restaurant and you telling me that. I mean, a lot of people will say the military has affected them one way or the other, but I do have to say that you were the first person that says our military helped save your life, and that hit me very hard.
Well, every time I talk about it, I get very emotional. When I went to college here at Western, we had to write a lot of English papers, and I wrote a little bit of stories of from my personal experience, and everybody was like, "This is a story for a book." I was like, "Yes," but I still shake when I talk about it, so I can't really put it too much in words. But the gratitude I have, it's in my heart, and it lays very hard. Uh, Not a lot of people can understand what it means to put your life in the line for others.
Yes, sir.
And that is just it. I leave it there. Not many people will do it. Not many people will take their kids or themselves to in that position. For people you don't care about or you never knew about, they didn't know me. They didn't know my family. They didn't know people in my country. But they are just different kind of human beings.
That's right. And so, with my line of work within the medical field, I see these veterans, they come in for different sorts of things, treatments and whatnot. And that is what inspired me to get to do what I do. Our veterans are not appreciated nearly enough for what they do. Or what they've done. In my personal opinion, I believe that a veteran should never have to want for anything as far as health care and things of that nature, but that's not the case. And so obviously I can't offer health care or anything like that, but what I can do is my part in honoring veterans. So I'll give a little bit of background of what I do. So I walk. I do the walking part for my health. Several years ago, I was very, very overweight, and I decided one day I didn't want to do that anymore. I didn't want to be that way. I didn't want that lifestyle. So I started walking, 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 walking. Well, then let's fast forward to COVID. COVID hit, and around our town of Bowling Green, there was supposedly a protest group that was going to be coming through, and the mayor at the time decided to take all of our flags down, and that was just like, no, that can't happen.
Mm,
Uh, I take our flags down. I mean, if they want to protest, that's their right, but why take our?
absolutely.
And so the very next day on my walk, I carried a flag, and I saw how much inspiration it caused people. People were honking their horns and yelling and everything else. That first flag that I carried for over 650 miles. But
Wow.
then I wanted to do something else with it, and then that's where our veterans come into play. Again, seeing the veterans come in and out and see the troubles and worries that they have, and then knowing that people don't appreciate them, I decided I wanted to give that flag to a veteran. And so, 2000, I'm sorry, 20. Get my dates right here. 2021, I presented my December 17th, 2021. I presented my first flag to a veteran, and then seeing uh, uh, the happiness that he had, and knowing or him knowing that I respected what he did, and not only that, he was a friend, and knowing that our friendship became even stronger because of my respect for what he's done, uh, it made me want to do it more. So then,
Elevates their spirit. It's just an appreciation that we haven't forgotten, even if you've done it 10 days ago or 10 years ago or 20 years ago.
yes,
The it comes back.
yes,
It's a feeling that somebody has not forgotten for what
right,
I've done and where I put myself on what position. And I think it's amazing feeling. And
that's right,
only honest gestures that come from heart can revive the type of feeling and bring back.
that's right,
No, I feel like giving somebody something out of nothing, just here it is. You got to have something that comes from the heart, the passion behind it. Yes, I'm a first. I'm an immigrant here. I feel like I've been here 25 years, and I came here 19 years old. I was a kid. Bowling Green was my first city where I moved into, and I met some of the members of the community and felt certain warmth and support for them that I was not looking to go anywhere else. And ended up for those two people making such a great impression to me, then I felt like this is my family. I had nobody here. I came with my mom, dad, my sister. That was it. And now I have over 30 something members of my family here. So it's
wow,
an amazing feeling. But yes, I came here 19 years old. I do love my country as well. And I love the place where I was born, but my character was developed here and my personality was developed here. So yeah, as a 19-year-old, you don't know much about what how you support your country or what matters in a large.
That's right.
So living here, seeing here what people appreciate, value. The American values always were unique to me. Even back home, my nickname was American, just because of the way I've done business back home. And so, no wonder I'm successful here in Bowling Green, right? Because I
Right.
already was named that. But it's just amazing that I started developing a lot more feelings about our flag here, the American
Hmm.
flag, and learning more about the history of America and the rights that we have here, the freedoms that we have here, the
That's right.
opportunities that we have here.
And
They
the thing
they,
of it
they
is,
don't exist anywhere else.
that's
This
right.
is
And
the
the thing
only
of it
country.
the thing of it is, though, Mr. Wilson, is those opportunities and all that, we have those because of the servicemen that have fought wars for us and defended our country. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I do what I do, because I have that right to do that because of people who have sacrificed for that.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's why I start falling in love more with our traditional values as American, and I feel more I'm American than Albanian from Kosovo. Why is that? Again, I spent here 25 years of my adulthood, and you spend 8 years as a child, you don't know much about it. You start. Did for your freedom. Well, of course, I said that Anna's pitching in from across the table here that Americans did for my freedom. Absolutely, but you know, um, as a child, you age 8, you start school, then you start your high school. You're really not. You're just learning. You're just a child. You don't know much. You
That's
finally get developed around age 19, 18, 19, and you start understanding what matters.
that's
And
right.
so, living in this country, it's been truly amazing for all those things that we mentioned: the opportunities, the liberty, and appreciation, and the support. The community, when they see something that somebody's working hard or there's a great cause to support, they stand behind. So, and therefore, this kind of message and seeing this every day, you see how strong community is not when great times are there, when hard times hit and how community comes together. That's when you see the community come together, and you
That's
you you, you can see what they're made of and what they stand for. We've seen that during the tornadoes that happened a few years back, and
right.
just
Hmm.
about every time of thing that happens, a disaster, natural disaster, or man-made disaster, under circumstances, how American community gets together and supports one another. And to me, that is, very, very unique. And every day I get inspired by these stories. And, I look always for options how I can serve others and be at service for others. From what I do, my day in the restaurant, my other businesses as well, I'm in the service industry. So you can't lead unless you serve. That's the quota or the lesson that I have always heard and been told. So all my family is in the service industry. My kids, they're part of my restaurant and they are learning how to serve others primarily. And then after that, how to lead possibly.
Good
So
deal.
it's a great challenge in life. And same thing for our veterans. You know, the whole key is the word there. It's serve, and they
Right.
serve others, and they serve the cause that it cannot be bought, and you cannot make people do it. And it comes from the heart, and that is something to be very, I guess, aware of, not to forget. Because people seem to go on with their own life and not knowing um, where does all this great living is based on, and where this freedom comes from. And we can't forget that, because if we forget, things going to change slowly and we'll lose all that.
That's
And we
right.
just have to make sure that, our values are cemented down. And every single day, we thank God for the people that we have surrounding us, the values that we hold dear to our heart, and being helpful to our community, being helpful to everybody around us. And that's how we make a great living. You
That's
know,
right.
It's not about the job we do. It's not about the car we drive. It's about how can you make another person feel better? What can you do to help somebody else? And when everybody does that, just that, you're going to have a great time. You're going to have a great family. You're going to have a great social environment and surrounding. So I see that because, believe it or not, I'm part of a community and I deal with a lot of people. And every person who has achieved something in their life successfully in their business and they have established a good living, the next phase is how can they help others.
Well, now that you say Veterans Day tomorrow,
Hold
and
on, hold on. You're repeat that again because microphone went out. We had a little bit of delay.
okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so you were talking about giving back and everything else, and like the beginning of this, we said we had a little bit of an announcement. Veterans Day is tomorrow. Honestly, my personal opinion is veterans don't need a day; they need the whole year. But
Absolutely. The whole
specifically,
time.
tomorrow is Veterans Day, and you said you had an idea, and we talked about it, and I think it's a great idea too. So tell everybody what our special announcement is.
Well, a special announcement is this. I want to have everybody participate in this and support this cause. Starting today, when this video comes alive, every person that purchases a gift card from Anna's Greek Restaurant, we're going to match the same value for our veterans. So if you buy a $25 gift card or a $50 gift card or a $100 gift card or anything in between, we're going to match the same value
Okay.
for our veterans.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you most of it, and some of that I'm going to keep it at the restaurant in a bulletin board that my servers themselves, when we have a veteran, and because we in my restaurant we get to know our customers,
Sure.
and we get to find out who they are, what they're all about, because everybody likes to share their stories and connect with people. We're humans, and once we know that they're veterans, we want to be able to give them a free meal
Sure.
as respect and honor of their service. And this being Veterans Day tomorrow, I encourage everybody who has an ability to purchase a gift card, no matter what the value is. You can go on our website at annasrestaurants.com, purchase a gift card, and we'll be doubling that, matching the same exact value as a fund for other gift cards to be given to our veterans
That
through
sounds great.
you or at the restaurant directly.
And how long are we going to do this for?
We're going to do this for 7 days, so a straight full week. Uh,
Okay.
so it's a 50%, 100% match.
Great, great. Now, the one thing I'm going to suggest is, since I've already got those other gift cards that you're having me give out, majority of the ones that are purchased at your restaurant, the ones that you match, we'll leave those at the restaurant so more people can come in and actually sit down there, and it'll be a surprise on your part. I'm doing the surprise on my part. You can do the surprise on your part. How does that sound?
It sounds perfect, and we're gonna be open Tuesday throughout Saturday every day, 4 to 9 p.m. So I invite all our veterans to come and share their stories with us. I am very interesting to hear where they served, how long they served, and amazing stories comes. Every one of them have an amazing story, how they changed their lives. And
That's
I've met few veterans who actually were in Kosovo, and they came to a restaurant and they loved the food. Then they got the opportunity to eat over there, and they were asking me. And unfortunately, I don't do a lot of food from Kosovo in my restaurant. But when Anna cooks them for the family, I invite them and I share that with them, and because they just love it. They come so often at the restaurant as well. But I just also invite them when Anna makes something special from Kosovo because they miss the food.
I bet. All right. Well, I am so glad you reached out to me about this again. Hopefully, we can get a lot of people to turn out and help our veterans out this week. Uh, Always, every day I say, always remember to thank a veteran for their service. Please do that. If you see a veteran out somewhere, just take the time to walk up and shake their hand and tell them thank you. You don't know how much it means to them, and we need to be doing that more and more every day.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for connecting with me.
Yes.
Keep going. Don't stop. And, I would love to come and join you tomorrow, but I have two birthdays to go and celebrate. I have my granddaughter's birthday and my sister's birthday, and both are out of town. Otherwise, I would love to come out tomorrow and walk with you, but I'm going to do it. I promise you.
Okay.
this month, or even maybe this week, we should do it together. Let's do it. I'm going to commit to this week. One day
That's
that you're free, I'm going to join you on the walk.
all right,
Keep
Mister.
walking, my friend.
I will. Thank you, sir. Have a great day. Okay.
Talk to you later.